Little snapshots of joy, like a child's birth or your new job, or eating your favorite food, or maybe doing something that you enjoy doing. These are all blissful and joyful moments. However, for a persistent and long-lasting joy, you would need certain prerequisites that you might have to instruct yourself. Luckily, there are certain frameworks in place for us with different perspectives, views towards life, which are more philosophical in nature. These were left by our ancient Indian sages. And we are very, very fortunate that they are very much methodological and any one of us can understand them. However, there is a trick here. If it was that simple, why wouldn't most of us have already been there and got it? The trick is, you need a guru for it. And so am I here to inspire you to find your guru. I'm pretty happy to share the details of my guru because Sri Tattvavidananda Saraswati, Pujya Swamiji had blessed us with his straightforward and direct approach to get this knowledge directly into our heads and implement right into your lifestyle. I'm very, very thankful to my mom who has actually introduced me to this spiritual study. It's kind of a tribute to her for passing on the knowledge to us. So here am I, in front of you. Let's get started. Vedanta has everything for everyone. It's like the supermarket. Things are stacked up, ready to be picked up by you based on your life situation. And here we are for the ultimate climax of Vedanta, the gold mine, the Upanishads, the gold mine of knowledge. In life, maybe you have gone through many rituals or even divine studies which inspired you towards Bhakti Yoga. Or maybe you have done good deeds inspiring you for Karma Yoga. However, let's discuss today about the Jnana Yoga. So let's see what goes into your wisdom to reflect back onto your life. Students of Vedanta are not forced to join the spiritual study. This journey is not for you if you do not come inspired and excited to it. Because if we ask you to join it, it's more like asking you to move from one struggle of samsara, your day's routine, to another set of rules to run your life's routine. Isn't it tiring for the mind? Because humans grow in silence. And here is your journey towards the silence within you. Luckily, Upanishads is a methodological study, which means when you have practices in place, when you have perspectives told in a way of storytelling, and your mind goes through step-by-step methodology of learning it, then your learning is accelerated. You learn more in a short duration of time, and you have all the tools needed to actually implement it in your daily routine. So let me share with you some of the characteristics of a Vedanta student. The first one, you need to have the Shraddha, the attention, the focus towards the study. And the second one, you need to have the excitement, an excitement to learn about your own self. And the third is a dedicated time. Are you able to take out time, a dedicated time, keeping aside everything else to know more? Yes, and final and most important one is your attitude towards your guru. To stimulate the knowledge, it's very important to have a right attitude of respect and gratitude towards your guru. So here they are, to revise on the Shraddha, the excitement, the time of your dedication to learn more about your own self through the spiritual journey, and having a right attitude towards your guru, who will help you get through this very smoothly. As the saying goes, where there's a will, there is a way. So get started, and I'm sure you will find your guru soon. If not, I'm here to inspire you towards my Guru Pujya Tattvavidananda Saraswati, because with his direct, straightforward, easy, saralam methodology of teaching, I'm sure you will not only be sorted for this life, but for all the lives of your soul's journey. So wishing you all the best towards this spiritual journey, which is not only saralam, which is simple, but with your ekagrata, that's the focus, you can actually achieve it much more quickly through your sadhana, which means your practice. So get started. And keep in mind the most important and foremost thing, as trust is the key factor which will get you there like a force which no one can stop. So what is this trust all about? A trust is something that you have an unwavered impression in heart and mind that you can rely upon. So what are you going to trust here? It's a trust on the study, the trust on the educator or the guru who had facilitated it, and the third is the trust on yourself, the God within you, to guide you through the journey into the soul. Here again, it's a saralam journey with your ekagrata and practice and the trust, you can get there. Let me give you an easy example. There was a saint who wanted to share his knowledge. So he visited a lady who was seeking for knowledge. She invited him home for a supper. And while she was serving food to him, there was some stones in it. She was so annoyed that why every time that she's trying to serve, there is some stones inside the bowl. So she kept asking him to take off the stones. He would, every time that he took it off, the stones would be back into the bowl and she could not serve him the rice. This indicated that she had something that she was showing off to the guru instead of actually gaining the knowledge. Then the moment that she realized that it is something to empty yourself, to unlearn yourself, to learn the new things with the open-mindedness and the trust, then when she said apologize to the saint, that's when she could serve the rice back into the bowl. So make sure you are not having any block of doubt, because a white paper with a dot is not called a plain paper of white. It has to be genuinely plain and white to receive and accept this knowledge. So wishing you a very best in this journey, to trust, and I'm sure you'll get it there. Where to look out for this knowledge? Let me give you a short analogy. There was an old lady who was looking out very, very intensely under the street light. A boy passing by asked her, "Granny, what are you looking out here?" She replied that I'm looking out for my needle. So he asked, "Where did you actually lose it? When did you see it last?" She said that I was doing a stitching inside my house, so that's when I saw it last. So he asked, then what are you doing it on the streets? Why are you searching it on the street when you actually saw it sewing inside the house? She replied that because there's a street light here, so I'm searching here. So that's the story of most of us, where we look out for knowledge out there in the external world, for the self, knowing about the self. So here is what we can do. There are two types of knowledges that we need to know. One is the Paravidya and the other is the Aparavidya. Paravidya. Let me explain you. Here is the trick to learn. Paravidya is about the absolute, knowing yourself. Aparavidya is more about the science, the maths, and the external worldly knowledge. Aparavidya is most of the times lost in the womb of time, because as technology improves, as methodologies improve, you keep learning more about this world. However, the other one is the Paravidya. The more you dig, the more wealth of yourself you gain. I hope you get to learn more about you through the Paravidya that we are going to discuss in this spiritual journey of Upanishads, Vedanta, the journey of the brave. It's so important to safeguard your knowledge once you gain it. Let me tell you why. This knowledge will act like a shoe to your feet. Similarly, because it has to be always put onto your shoulders and mind while dealing with your life situations. Remember, the shoe to your feet protects you, and your knowledge will protect you against all odds in this life. There was a man who was under a palm tree. Luckily, he found that shade in a desert. And then he thinks that, can I go out and check out for the hot sun, how hot it is? And when he goes out again, he gets burnt. Similarly, once you find this knowledge working out for you like a medicine, do a sadhana and practice so that it becomes a part of you and you benefit more from it and enjoy the peace and harmony within you. Do not be fooled by actually letting go of your knowledge and not safeguarding it and stressing your life out once you gain it. I'm so confident that you will gain it because you have gone a long journey so far in life. So now you are so excited to have the spiritual journey. Therefore, make sure you do not spread yourself so thin that you do not get a chance to safeguard this knowledge. And once you safeguard it, once you have it all in control, then you will shine like a shaded lamp which is all cleaned up, the dust is gone, then it illuminates much brighter. So that would be you after the finish of this journey. Wishing you good luck.